Welcome back everyone, this is Kylie the Curly Crafter, and if you didn't see my last video, I made some fake deviled eggs and they turned out amazing, but I also thought I would give it a try to make the ultimate deviled eggs that aren't like any deviled egg. They are super cute and super colorful and super unique. So if you want to know how I made my unique ultimate deviled eggs, make sure to watch this video and let's get started. The first step in making any deviled egg is going to be to start off by boiling them. So what I'm doing here is measuring the temperature of the water, making sure that it is pretty warm. You don't want it cold because then it will take longer to get to a boil. After I have the warm water in my pot, I put it on the stove and turned it to medium-high heat. And then after it's on medium-high heat for a couple minutes, I started adding in the eggs while it was still pretty cool so that the eggs can also acclimate as the temperature rises in the water. Immediately after your water starts to bubble and boil, that's when you start your timer for 30 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Once your timer goes off, all of your eggs are done boiling, so then you're going to turn off your stove and then move the pot full of the boiling water off the burner to cool down. I decided to put mine in the fridge overnight to cool down, but it's also optional if you want to just give them an ice bath. But now it's time to crack all of them, and what I like to do is I like to bang them on the counter just to peel off the bottom part. And a little hack here is you take very hot faucet water, and you also need a metal spoon, which also you're going to run under the water to make sure it's pretty dang hot. And then you're going to use the spoon to kind of shove underneath the shell and then wiggle it around. That way it makes it super easy to peel off the shell from your egg, leaving you a perfectly peeled, nice cracked boiled egg. Next, we're going to work on the deviled egg filling. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take all of your boiled eggs and cut them in half, because every deviled egg is actually just a half of a boiled egg. So after you have all of them cut in half, the one thing that you're going to need to do to make the egg yolk filling is actually remove all of the egg yolks from all of your boiled eggs. So what I like to do is I like to get a bowl, just make sure it's big enough so that you can mix other ingredients inside. And then I like to take a spoon and just scoop out all of the egg yolks from my boiled eggs. After you have all of the egg yolks extracted, it's time to start actually making the filling. I'm going to start off with a fork and start mashing all of the egg yolks, and then I'm going to take 1/4 of a cup and then fill that with some Hellmann's mayo. I only use 1/4 a cup and I feel like it's the perfect amount for it. So then after I pour that in, I'm also going to do 1/8 a cup of some mustard. After I added the mustard, I also added in 1/8 a cup of some relish. The reason why this deviled egg recipe is extra delicious is actually because I put some cream cheese in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some cream cheese. It's just your preference on how much. You don't even have to add it at all. Then I like to put it in the microwave, and then I microwave it for 30 to 45 seconds and then take it out and add it into the bowl. Then I'm going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of some apple cider vinegar. For my last ingredient, I'm going to walk over to my mom's new DIY spice rack and grab some paprika. This is a very common ingredient in deviled eggs, so I'm going to sprinkle some inside of the batter. A lot of people also like to sprinkle it on top. Then I'm going to switch over to a rubber spatula and start combining everything, making sure that I get it as smooth as I can, and then pop it in the fridge because we're going to work on coloring the boiled eggs. Instead of using vinegar like you would do when dyeing eggs, all you are going to need is some warm water in the number of bowls of colors that you're going to use. These are the food coloring colors I used, which is grape purple, green, pink, and sky blue. If I can find these liquid food dyes again, I will leave the link down in the description. But here all I'm going to do is make 4 colors, and I'm adding 5 to 7 drops in each bowl depending on the darkness of the color. And then after I had all of my colors in the bowls, I just took a spoon and mixed them up inside the bowl to combine the food color and the water together. And because I only used 6 eggs and cut them in half, that means I would be making 12 deviled eggs, and I added 3 in each of my bowls to color. After adding your boiled eggs into the colored water, let them sit for 5 minutes and then come check on them. I am going to say this pink one is the one that worked the best so far, and then this is about the 5-minute mark, and then I let all of them sit again for an additional 5 minutes. The purple and the green didn't look like they did anything. The blue had a small tint, but again the pink was working the best for me. So after another 5 minutes, I came back and checked on them again. Again, purple had nothing. Green was starting to get a tint, blue had some more of a tint, and pink looked perfect to me. So now that it's 10 minutes in, I'm actually going to grab a plate and some paper towel, and then I'm going to pull out the color pink. I also pulled out the green and the blue shades because I was debating on leaving the green in for a little bit longer, but actually the color was really nice. It was like a mint green instead of a darker spring green, which I really like that color. So again, I took the green, the blue, and the pink one out and attempted to let purple sit for another 5 minutes. It did get a little bit darker, but again, not the color that I wanted, but I was too tired of waiting, so I just pulled it out at the 15-minute mark. After letting some of the moisture from the eggs soak up into the paper towel, I decided to disperse all of my colors onto this super cute bunny deviled egg holder. I think it's adorable and I absolutely loved it with all of the colored deviled eggs. So I just placed all of the eggs super pretty in the deviled egg holder, and then I took back out of the fridge the deviled egg filling, and then I placed it into a piping bag fitted with just a plain round tip, and then started piping that into all of my deviled eggs. I prefer my deviled eggs plain, but if you're feeling like you want to go the extra mile, just pick up some Easter sprinkles and sprinkle that on top because they look super cute. I absolutely love all the colors and now they are ready to be eaten and enjoyed. I love them so much and they taste so delicious. I hope that you guys enjoyed my ultimate colorful deviled eggs and they taste delicious. I definitely recommend you give them the try and they are super cute for the Easter season. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like all videos that are crafting, decorating, and baking, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Bye everyone!